Good evening, Rabotai. We're discussing the laws of Sukkah. So obviously the first night of Sukkot is a mitzvah d'oraita to eat in the Sukkah because night of bread. But during the rest of the Sukkot, we also have to eat in the Sukkah if we're eating a kabetza of bread or a kabetza of mezonot. So if you're eating a pati baba kisanin, you're eating some sort of snack bread up to 52 grams, you can eat outside the Sukkah. But once you eat 52 grams, you have to eat in the Sukkah without lishib Sukkah. But once you eat kabetza bread, then you have to do bracha lishib Sukkah as well. A person's going to eat bread in the Sukkah during Hamoed. He has to go and wash, make hanitla d'daim first, and he's going to come into the Sukkah while he's standing, say, sheki d'sham v'stav v'tzivanu lishib Sukkah. He's going to sit, and then he's going to make hamosi. And then he goes and he eats the bread. And that's what you have to do whenever you're eating bread in the Sukkah during the holiday of Sukkot, when it's no kiddush. Usually in the kiddush, we're going to say lishib Sukkah. But during the days there's no kiddush, you have to make it on your own before you make hamosi. Now, also a person has to know that even though technically fish, meat, rice, potatoes, all these other foods that are not bread or mezonot, you can eat outside the Sukkah freely, no problem. But during a meal, if you started a bread meal, you cannot eat anything outside the Sukkah, not a drink, not a snack, not any food during the meal. Everything has to be in the Sukkah. Women are exempt from Sukkah. If they want to sit in the Sukkah, they're allowed to sit. They don't have to make a bracha because they're exempt from this mitzvah. And even if they want to, they should not make a bracha. The Rambam says that since they're exempt time by mitzvah, they don't make brachot. Same thing with lulav. But children already age of chinuch, age 6 or 7, he already has to eat in the sukkah. So therefore, if he's a boy, you should only feed him bread and mezonot inside the sukkah. You tell him, listen, you're already of age where you have to have your own lulav. You're already of age where you have to sit in the sukkah, learn to fill the mitzvot, educate you. So it's asur to feed him outside the sukkah. You can't say, dieti, it's okay, it's kids, no, what's the big deal? No, we have to educate them, we have to teach them that we have to eat in the sukkah. Also, during the Hamoed, people make trips. You know, you go and you want to go to Superland and Wonderland and all these places. So you have to make sure that you have a sukkah if you want to eat bread. A lot of people want to take the pyoshka kalbasa. So you have to make sure that you have a sukkah where you go, because otherwise you'll get stuck. And a traveler for leisure, if you're going on a trip for fun, doesn't mean you're exempt from sukkah. You're also obligated in sukkah when you go traveling for a trip. There's a nice story with Simchat Torah. B'ezrat Hashem, Simchat Torah this year will be a real joy in comparison to last year. And there was a nice story where there was a minyan of American Jews in Israel, and they were making Simchat Torah on their own time, because in Israel, Shmini Atzeret, Simchat Torah is together. But in Chutz La'aretz, and the people who live in Israel, who go to Israel, and even though they're from Chutz La'aretz, they have to do Simchat Torah the day after. So there was only Americans in this minyan, and they take out the Torah. And the guy who took out the Torah, Simchat Torah, for the read the Torah, he was dancing, he tripped on the carpet, and he fell and dropped the Torah, Chas v'shalom. So everybody was very nervous, and he got so embarrassed, he ran out of the room. He didn't want to come back in the minyan, he didn't want to finish the prayers, he was very embarrassed. So they go and they look through the Torah before they read the Torah, and they notice that really they found out afterwards that this Torah was missing words. They checked the Torah, meaning from Shammai, must be there's a reason it fell, and they realized instead of the last letters, Le'nei Kol Yisrael is missing, when they fill it in, this time this Torah was missing Bereshit Bara Elokim. They left the last few letters from the beginning. So when they got to Bereshit, they saw that they was missing those letters. They told them, listen, it's okay, come back inside, don't worry, nobody has to fast. With this Torah is pasul, it's like you dropped a chumash. It's okay, it's all good. And therefore they were able to come back and they finished the akafot, they finished the Torah reading, everything was fine. And the big lesson that guy learned that day was, even though it looked like, you dropped the Torah, you completely messed up. And at the end of the day, whenever we finish something in the Torah, right away we begin again. When we finish Simchat Torah, we don't stop and say, okay, take a break. No. Right away we start Bereshit again, to teach us that even if you fell, it looks like it finished, always you have to start again, and we never finish. We always continue to start something new, something fresh. Baruch Na'olam.